Fight for the first lens!
Hi, are you tired of your opponent's Aurelia going and your own just being? Well, good news, cause I'm here today to test how AD abilities work with augments and items so you can up your game. We will be testing if they can crit without JG, works with Runin's Hurricane and Static Shift, and if they apply on hit effects. Quick tip here in the beginning, did you know that Runin's Hurricane bolts can crit? Anyway, I've divided champions into 4 different groups based on how their ability look. Group 1 are champions where their ability looks like an auto attack but deals magic damage. Group 2 are what I call enhanced auto attack champs, where their ability is just their normal auto attacks enhanced.
Bruh.
Group 3 is almost every other champion with physical damage spells. And Group 4 is what I call special cases. Group 1 is the easiest to test. Since their spell doesn't deal physical damage, it cannot naturally crit and it doesn't apply on hit effects. Then why did I test this? Since their ability looks like an auto attack, you might think that it would count for Shiver, Runin's Hurricane. But as seen from the clip, neither applies for these champions. So that on hit allow that you were thinking of, yeah, that's not gonna work. For Group 2, you would expect their ability to proc every single thing their normal auto attack does. And this is indeed what we find. Their abilities can naturally crit, they count for stacks for Shiv and Runins, and they can apply on hit effects. One thing to note about this group is that even though their attack is enhanced, the effect for Runin's Hurricane is not enhanced. For example, if a Draven 1 auto attacks normally and deals
41
damage on the Runin bolt, the enhanced auto attack bolt will still deal
41
damage. Group 3 is where things start to get interesting, and based on my testing I split this group into 2 further groups. Group 3.1 works exactly the same as Group 2, even though their ability doesn't look like an enhanced auto attack. This means that this group can naturally crit on their abilities, they count stacks for shift and apply runins and on hit effects. Yes, it's kinda weird that Tryndamere is in this group, his ability doesn't really feel like an auto attack at all. Group 3.2 works a bit differently. You would think that these champs would work the exact same way as Tryndamere, but this is not the case. The champions in this group doesn't apply runins and shift, but their abilities can crit and all of them applies on hit effect. This also means that the champions in this group with AoE abilities can apply on hits on multiple targets at the same time. So go ahead with that 8 Hex Texana with Disintegrator. Now for Group 4, these are what I would call special cases. I included Seri and Sever, even though they should be in the enhanced auto attack group since their ability hits multiple targets. Now obviously both of these can crit naturally on their ability, and they do apply runins and static shift, but only once per auto attack. And for those interested, Sever's runins bolt doesn't ricochet. For on hit effects, you can see in the video that these apply to all targets hit. Seri applies on hit effects once per auto attack and not 5 times though. Melee form Jace is in this group since his ability strikes 3 times and it's not clear if they're separate attacks or just one attack. He can crit naturally on his ability, but his attack doesn't proc runins or shift, similar to Group 3.2. The interesting thing is he applies on hit effect 3 times to all enemies hit by his ability. So there you have it. You can now optimize which items to put onto which champions. I hope you learned something, and if you enjoyed the video, comment what you want analyzed next and consider like and subscribing.